Hi, it's Russ from Pro Tools Expert, and I've got myself a copy of the Eventide Ultra Channel, which, if you haven't heard, is free until July the 8th, after which it is $249. It's basically a channel strip, and it's got some nice little tricks built in. Often channel strips are nothing more than the gain, the gate, the EQ, compression, and filtering. This has some added tricks up its sleeve as well. It also has a micro pitch shift, which gives you the ability to widen tracks like guitars and synths and vocals and acoustic guitars and stuff like that. It also has stereo delays built in. It also has some saturation built in at certain elements of it, and it has the O-presser, which is a baby version of their hugely acclaimed omnipressor. So a quick show and tell, and then go and grab it. Simple as that. And if it's after July the 8th when you're watching this video, then I'm sorry you're going to have to pay for it. But actually, at $249, it's still a really, really good plugin. Anyway, you have input, gate, and parametric EQ, the O-presser, the compressor, stereo delays, and micro pitch shift. Now, the nice thing is, if you get any of these units here that got this corner tab on them, then you can pick them up and move them around. You just grab them and slide them around to a different part of the unit. So if you wanted to, I could put the compressor before the EQ, depending on how you feel about that. And so it's as simple as that. So as I said, we have an input with a invert phase there, and then we have a gate, a very simple gate. It's got a threshold and a release time. You can use sidechain to it as well, so we can bring sidechains in. Then you've got the 5-band parametric EQ that has different kinds of EQ. It has high and low cut filtering, low shelf, classic peak, and modern peak. So the different shapes basically and styles of EQ. Then you can do frequency, Q, and gain. As I say, the O-presser is a baby of the omnipressor. So you have it's a kind of really it's a compressor with some sound to it. It's got some flavour and some character. And you have attack and release, threshold and ratio, makeup gain, and then also you have a bass cut filter as well. So if you're using it on, let's say, a loop, then you could bring this in and you could make sure that let's say the kick drum isn't triggering it too hard. You can filter it there all the way up to 200 hertz and off again. Then the compressor, and that's a regular compressor that's got again a de-esser option as well, so you can use it as a de-esser and filter it from the top end. And then you have ratio, attack, release, and a threshold here on a slider, and gain. And then you have types of knee as well, so you've got soft knee or hard knee compression. Then the output stage as well to balance it all back out, plus this final transformer here, which you can turn off to give it some more saturation. So during the whole process, there's 2 or 3 places you can get some kind of added saturation type sound into the sound. You can do it there at the compressor stage. You can do it at the transformer stage at the end there as you're pushing it out. And then at the bottom, you've got this micro pitch shift, which is like a widening effect. And then you've got stereo delays, which has some really nice tricks. One of the tricks is that you can send the feedback via any part of the unit above. So you could send the feedback instead of just via the delay, you could send it through the EQ and re-EQ it and use the filters on the EQ if they weren't being used for something else to change the sound of that. Or you can use the gate to do some really cool kind of gating effects on the delay too. And it's you can tempo sync it as well, or it can run free. So it seems to be have pretty much everything you need. So let me show you on a few things. So kick drum, let's stick it on there and play that for you. So there's the kick drum at the moment, and then I've just shaped it a bit, give it a bit more body. And you can hear what the O-press is doing there, just really stopping it get away from itself and doing some nice, just rounding up of that sound. Then I'm using the compressor at the end there, mainly just to lift it a bit, do some makeup gain, and to just lift that top end as well. Now again, there's a gate here. We can use the gate if we wanted to, tighten it up. See that with the kit. Just tighten that kick up a bit. Let me show you on this snare now, because this snare has originally, without anything on it, if I turn this off for a second, had loads of bleed. And this is where things like the gate can come in. So we can come in. First we can use the gate. So that's what I've done. And then I've used the filter at the bottom there. This is where the Q comes in as well. We can push that up. And although we're filtering lower, we can really start peaking just above that so we can get some of the body back in. Then I'm using the compressor at a 20:1 ratio just to catch any transients. Just stop it clipping as it leaves the plug-in. So you can use it for forensic type stuff there, for nice cleaning up stuff. And then on a guitar, let me show you the widening effects now that it can do. So I'll bring this over here and this is the micro shift that's doing this now. Pull it back in. Push them right out. Make it bigger. I'll keep the depth quite low as well, so I don't want it to sound too modulated. Just to create a stereo effect. There's the original. Now the great thing is, if you use the mix control and bring it quite low, you can still get the stereotype effects without it sounding too delayed and too kind of modulated. So it sounds quite natural. So we're still pushing it out there. This is too far up. Start sounding more affected. Depends what you want to achieve. Then we have the stereo delay. So if we come to this guitar now. As I say, you can do some really cool stuff. Now the EQ isn't being used here, so what I can do is I can send the feedback to the EQ unit and use the EQ unit to shape it. And so we don't need to use that. So it's all tempo sync based as well, and we have we have the delay time, which you can slide here. Or you can use this instead to get it more precise. And then of course if you tempo sync it, then it means you can, when you move these, they're going to be in tempo with the track. So we can tempo. Then pan them. The other thing as well is some really nice presets built in, which come with the whole unit. So you can come here and go through. You've got the standard factory stuff, and then you've got some stuff that's been created by producers and engineers. So bright wide echo. If you notice as well there, can you see that they've all moved position now? The compressor's moved up here, so we can just literally move those anywhere we want in the chain. Just go through them. So there's some really nice presets built in. So that's it. All I'd suggest is that you head over to the site. In fact, come to Pro Tools Expert, grab the code, then head over to the Eventide site and download it. The final thing I want to say as well is that the system hit, of course, is another thing to think about. And the system hit, I've got this across 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 channels, and the system hit there is between about 5 and 8%. So it's got nice CPU usage as well. Go and download it and try it for yourself. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon.